Hi class. I just wanted to post a pretty short, quick video sharing my thoughts and feelings about your posts on the discussion board from last week about Cathedral. I noticed that only a couple of you interacted with one another, meaning that you posted comments directed at other people in the class and what they had said. And the ones that were done were very nice, and I would really like to stress the importance that because we don't meet face to face, the discussion board is really the best place for us to talk to each other. So I'd like to see a lot more of that in future posts from every single one of you. That might mean that you post something and then a few days later you go back and check, read through what's there, and just feel free to just comment on one other person's post. That would be sufficient. And of course you're not going to say anything nasty, but of course you are also allowed to disagree. Okay. A few of you made the error of calling the narrator Robert. Robert is the name of the blind man who comes to visit. The narrator, we never get his name. And that's a very interesting point. In fact, this is a story, after all, told from the first person point of view, and meaning I is the pronoun that is used. The narrator is telling us the story in which he figures prominently, and yet we never learn his name. And why might that be? What do names have to do with identity? And what do we really know about this guy? Some of you suggested that he was more ignorant than prejudiced. Some of you picked up on the fact that he was jealous of the bond between Robert and his wife, and perhaps screening that jealousy by focusing on his prejudice towards the blind. He was very clear that he was not looking forward to the visit, and yet, as most of you also pointed out, he, the narrator, is transformed by the experience. Specifically, he's transformed because of what they do together at the end of the story, which is to draw a cathedral. And this is the experience that makes the narrator have a better appreciation, not just for Robert perhaps, but for some other things going on in his life. One might ask the question of the story, who's the real blind person in here? Isn't it ironic that the narrator goes on in his own mind about Robert's wife who died, Beulah, thinking that it was pathetic that Robert never knew what his wife looked like, or pathetic for Beulah that she could never receive a compliment from her husband. Well, does the narrator seem to compliment his wife? He can see her, and yet doesn't it seem that she has a better relationship with her friend? That's really all I wanted to say at this moment. I'm glad that you all participated. Your grades are posted, and I will be probably sharing my thoughts about discussion boards in this way, rather than just trying to post a comment on everybody else, on everything you say. All right, thank you. Bye.